Assalamualaikum, hello everybody, Saj Sadiq here. Very warm welcome to everybody and thanks for tuning in and watching this video. Where else to start but the Pakistan versus England T20I series. Unfortunately a home defeat for Pakistan where they lost 4-3, and in all honesty I thought overall England were the better team. The batting has to be the first talking point. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Pakistan batting unit so reliant on two of their individual players. Yes, Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan are fantastic cricketers. They're both world beaters on their day. They are amongst the world's best batsmen. However, you can't keep on relying on those two to score the runs. They get criticised for their approach. If they attack and get out, they get criticised. If they play defensively, conserve their wickets and then attack later on, they get criticised for their strike rate in the first few overs. It's a very difficult time for them. It's very difficult in terms of how to approach this. In the past, Pakistan has always had attacking players at the top of the order, but they've had that stability in the middle order where people can come in, score runs and play according to the situation. However, unfortunately, at the moment, it feels as if Rizwan and Babar fail, then Pakistan's going to fail as well. The middle order is absolutely woeful, and I'm not exaggerating there. Unfortunately, their confidence seems low. We've got players in there who really, at the domestic level, they don't win many matches. So how are they going to perform at the international level? Take, for example, Kushdil Shah. He's a finisher. He's supposed to be a big hitter. Yes, he had a very good PSL last time around. Can we expect somebody who has a strike rate in T20Is throughout his career of 109, 110, how do we expect him to lift that to 130, 140, 150 at the international level? It's just not possible. Iftikhar Ahmed, we see him again and again and again. Ifti is somebody who I want to see do really well. We've seen him in domestic cricket. He comes in, he smashes the bowling, he plays some wonderful innings, he has that ability to launch some big shots. However, time and again, 15, 20 runs and then he gets himself out. That makes no sense at all to me. He's somebody who's an experienced cricketer. He should be able to take the batting by the scruff of the neck. He should be able to continue the good work that Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam, time and again, they do at the top of the order. However, again and again he comes in and throws his wicket away. Shan Masood, yes, he played a couple of 50s. We can criticise him for a couple of low scores as well. He's making his way into the T20 team. It would be harsh to criticise him too much. Asif Ali, well, he again is somebody who really needs to perform better at the international level. He's somebody who has been through a lot in his personal life. We want him to do well. He's had a tough time. He's done really well to come back into national cricket after the loss of his daughter. He's somebody who everybody wants to see hitting sixes, coming in, hitting some big shots, playing some match-winning innings. But he just doesn't do it often enough. How often do we see Asif Ali make those big scores? Anyway, enough of me for now. We are now going to listen to what David Bumble Lloyd thought of the Pakistan versus England T20I series.
Hi, it's Bumble here. I wish I was out in Pakistan, I really do. It's one of the great tours. I'm absolutely thrilled that England have got there eventually, and I'm sure they'll have a great time. It seems to have been a wonderful series. I wish I'd have been there commentating, I do. It's a special place, Pakistan. I always enjoy going there. Great fun, great people. But to the series, I mean, it was just a ding-dong effort, wasn't it? At 3 each, there's got to be a winner, and England just shaded it. I think both teams have had great preparation for the World Cup, for the T20 World Cup. And that's what it was all about, really, match practice, sharpness. My feeling is that both teams will be a force in that T20 World Cup. But when you look at the series that we've had, 4-3, it's all on the day. It really is T20, and that's the charm of it. That's the thrill of it. That you can't for certain say that one team is going to beat the other. It doesn't work like that. You've got to show up on the day. And of course, when you get to a World Cup, you've got to show up on a number of days to get to the final, and then it's within reach, isn't it? The World Cup is in reach, and so you've got to have a great day then. Pakistan's approach will be interesting. I think they've got some super players. They've got game changers. And this series would have helped set up how they're going to play in Australia. And the same thing for England. It may be that if you get on quicker pitches and bouncier pitches, you've got a different approach. But from what I'm seeing from England and Pakistan, they've both got strength. And when I talk about strength, I mean from 1 till 11. Some teams will be okay, 1 to 4 or 5, and then not much else and no great bowling strength. But I think both these teams have got everything that you need, and then it'll all come down to what's up here. I can't wait for it.
Fantastic to hear the views of David Bumble Lloyd there on Pakistan cricket. I know over the years he's been a big supporter of Pakistan cricket, and he has a lot of admiration and respect for many Pakistani cricketers. Coming to Pakistan's bowling, I honestly believe that the Pakistan frontline bowling attack at the T20 World Cup will be amongst the strongest out there. Shaheen Shah Afridi, Harish Rauf, Naseem Shah, if they're on song, fully fit, they'll be a handful for any batting lineup. Mohammad Nawaz, Shadab Khan, as we saw against England, they're adding consistency to their bowling, and they can also take wickets as well. So those 5 bowlers, in my opinion, will be a handful for any batting lineup out there. The problem is whether the Pakistani batters can actually put the runs up that the team needs on the board. Now, this tri-series coming up in New Zealand gives Pakistani batters a good opportunity to regain some confidence, regain some form, especially the backup batsmen. What we want to see is not Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam winning game after game for Pakistan. We want to see Iftikhar Ahmed, we want to see Kushdil Shah, we want to see Asif Ali, we want to see Heather Ali. These guys taking games by the scruff of the neck and winning those games for Pakistan. Whether that happens or not, we'll have to see. But above all, as Wasim Akram said, what people want to see is some fighting spirit. Go out there, play positively, attack. Don't play for your average. Play for that strike rate. Play to win. Nobody wants to see 30, 40 runs at 100 strike rate when you're chasing over 200. That's not going to win any games for you. Anyway, let's see what happens in New Zealand. It's going to be an interesting tri-series ahead of the T20 World Cup. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There'll be more videos coming up. I'll have guests with me, former players, current Pakistani players, international players as well. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.